Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is Montana This Morning from Montana's news leader.
Well, good morning. Thanks for kicking off your work week with us here. I'm Justine Stewart.
And I'm Louis Stewart. And a good start to your Monday. It's a pretty foggy Monday, Justine.
It is, and you got to be careful on those roadways because you said it earlier, it kind of freezes on top too, and some of those bridges, and it can make them kind of icy along with not being able to see.
Yeah, it's because we have those temperatures below freezing, so some freezing fog, some dense fog out there, especially over those overpasses and bridges. So give yourself a little extra time this morning. We do have that dense fog advisory in place. That's until 10 a.m. this morning, really for the valley locations. Anywhere in that gray color, it could get visibility less than a quarter of a mile right now. I just looked outside the station windows here. Yeah, it's pretty dense here in Missoula. And then as far as some other advisories we have in place, a winter weather advisory. This is going to be for tonight, Monday 6 p.m. till Tuesday 9 a.m. This is for the West Glacier region and the northern Rocky Mountain front. Get snow 3 to 6 inches, making for some tricky travel conditions tonight and into tomorrow morning. Your Monday forecast is going to show 46 in Missoula, partly cloudy, 44 in Kalispell with showers moving in during the afternoon, 47 in Hamilton, 46 in Polson.
This summer, hundreds of people were living in the woods, fighting Montana's worst fire season in decades. And now that the fires are out, what happens in those forests? MTN's Chet Lehman went on special assignment to the Myers Fire near Phillipsburg to see that the work to rehab Montana's forests actually began before those flames were out.
This was the Myers Fire southwest of Phillipsburg in August. And then 2 months later, while work was ongoing fighting this 62,000-acre fire, so was the rehab work. They go hand in hand.
Part of the whole other end of fire suppression is all the damage that we do and all the activity that we do in the woods, in and around private property or just on our own agency ground. We try to go back in and fix it.
Rehabbing after the fire actually comes in 3 phases.
Anything that was directly related to suppression actions of the fire. So again, where we have put in some clipper lines or some fuel breaks, the folks behind me would be putting in some fencing to just to limit travel off the road and protect some wet areas down below. So that would be that first phase.
Here on the Myers, 15 miles of dozer lines, 3.5 miles of hand lines, 7 miles of fuel breaks, and 101 log decks to sell. Phase 2, working where the fire actually burned. Reseeding, erosion control, road and trail maintenance. The Myers Fire claimed 15 bridges in the Pintler Wilderness, and hundreds of trees are now blocking miles of trails.
We've had a crew in there working hard, trying to get some of that opened up and get ahead of the game for next year so that hopefully it isn't closed for a millennium, that it's actually gets opened within 2 to 3 years.
Phase 3 is the long-term work required because the landscape has been changed by the fire. That will go on for years.
As a local person on this district that will be dealing with this for quite some time, it's interesting to see how, you know, an event or this fire, the incident that's been going on for months and months has evolved and changed, and all the effort that folks have put into getting it squared away.
Then a final thing that probably is in our rehab would be just the end product, and that's blading and grading the road to make it still accessible and still usable for the next event.
Almost 58 miles of those roads here on the Myers. While the fire may be out, the work has just begun. On special assignment southwest of Phillipsburg on the Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest. Chet Lehman, MTN News.
Because some of the trail work was going on in the Pintler Wilderness area, the traditional tools were not allowed. Over a 3-week period of time, more than 500 trees were cut, all by using 2-man cross-cut saws. Before the winter set in, 20 crew members cleared more than 20 miles of trails in the Myers Fire burned area, and work will begin again next spring. Well, there are a pair of scams that are making rounds in the Bitterroot Valley. Ravalli County Sheriff Steve Holton says that some people are being contacted by telephone and told that a relative, usually a grandchild, has been arrested in another jurisdiction. The caller will then demand that a resident provide a credit card and wire money to provide bail for their relative. Holton said that people should contact their relatives and confirm with law enforcement before ever sending money or providing payments and information. Another situation people have encountered is a caller who identifies themselves as a satellite television provider and offers to either remotely align the dish or fix some other reported problem with the resident's service. The provider will require additional billing or payment information and withdraw money from the resident's account. Folks should refuse to provide any information and contact their satellite provider independently before providing any financial information. As snow starts to fall across Montana, people are gearing up for ski season. The Safety on Snow Fair was held at the Big Sky High School over the weekend. On Saturday, folks brought in gear and apparel they wanted to sell, which sold quickly. Last year, 95 people registered to sell items, and this year they had close to 300 people. All items were checked to make sure they met safety standards. Over 900 people came through the doors when they opened on Sunday morning. With new gear being expensive and out of reach for many, this fair provides people with a way to begin or continue participating in the sport that they love. Well, ski season, of course, here, and there are some big changes at Moonlight Basin's Lodge. MTN's Kenneth Webb met up with the vice president of Moonlight Basin and has the details.
This winter we have some changes in store here at Moonlight Basin. Today we're standing at the Moonlight Lodge. The Moonlight Lodge is going to be dedicated to our members and their families and guests for this winter season and moving forward. The lodge was never designed as a ski facility. It opened in the year 2000 before there was even a ski area here at Moonlight, and we've just outgrown it, and we want to protect our Moonlight community. However, Moonlight is not going private.
Moonlight Basin wants to keep the history alive with allowing the public to use the ski, hiking, and biking terrain.
We have a lot of public access. We've got a long storied history with the public here at Moonlight, and we want to honor that. The ski area, our hiking and biking trails within the ski terrain, those are dedicated to the public, will stay open to the public.
With opening day approaching for the ski season, Moonlight Basin and Big Sky Resort are working on improving accessibility from one side of the mountain to another.
We've been working with our partners at Big Sky Resort on a lot of new things for our skiers here on the Moonlight side of Big Sky Resort this winter. We have expanded snowmaking down at the Madison Base area, a new magic carpet. We're just really hoping to improve the skier experience on the Moonlight terrain. And last but certainly not least is we've been improving the connections from the Moonlight terrain over to the Big Sky Mountain Village. So we want our skiers to be able to get back and forth. And I certainly don't want to forget, lodging guests at Moonlight Basin will have access to all the Moonlight facilities. We have a foot of snow on the ground. The base has started already. It's going to be a great ski season.
Even though Moonlight Lodge is going private this winter season, it's only going to be available for members and guests of Moonlight. Now, if you did buy one of these Big Sky Resort season passes for this upcoming winter season, you'll be able to ski the entire mountain, all 5,500 acres of this mountain, both north and south, including Moonlight. Reporting from Moonlight Basin, Kenneth Webb, MTN News.
Again, Moonlight still open to skiers, but the Moonlight Lodge will be private starting this winter. Current Moonlight Basin property owners are not required to buy a membership, but without it, they will not be able to use amenities at the Moonlight Lodge. All right, let's send on over to Lewis now this morning. He's got your forecast.
All right, thank you, Justine. And yeah, after seeing that, ready to do some skiing, ready to do some snowboarding, and we're going to keep bringing in chances of rain and snow, high elevation snow, all this week as well. This active weather pattern is going to stay with us, and we'll look at that here in just a minute. Quick look at your temperatures outside, though. 20s and 30s here this morning. 16 in Seeley Lake, 29 in Phillipsburg, 30 Kalispell, 33 Thompson Falls, 34 in St. Regis. We're at 25 in Hamilton, 21 waking up this morning in Missoula. So here's your forecast headlines for the week. We have more rain and snow in the forecast. That's really for this afternoon and the evening time. Now we're tracking some high pressure. It's going to be drier Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday, and then another system, a potentially stronger system, is going to bring us in more rain and snow starting Wednesday night, and that looks like it's going to last into Friday. So let's try to time this out for you here on your Future Track satellite and radar. First, here comes the first system. That cold front's going to move through by this evening. As it approaches, that's what's bringing us the rain and snow showers for today. Now behind that, high pressure is going to slowly build in. This weak pressure that I just mentioned, that's why we're going to see drier conditions Tuesday afternoon and into Wednesday, but But notice how this second system, that's beginning to form. So starting Wednesday night, that's when we're going to bring in more precipitation chances. And along with that, we're going to see the temperatures begin to drop. So that's why our better chances of snow are going to be moving in Thursday and Friday. So see where the temperatures are going. We'll go to our jet stream forecast. Notice we have this little ridge right now. So that's why temperatures not too bad, but still cool. This jet stream's way to the south of us, mostly in the 40s for the next couple days. Now roll into the middle and end of the week. Notice this cooler air moving in from Canada, highs dropping only into 30s. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And as that second system moves in, along with those cool temperatures, that's why by the end of the week, we have that better chance of seeing those rain and snow shower, or those snow showers, excuse me. And then it looks like we'll warm it up slightly for the weekend. Still though, temperatures are going to be cool, upper 30s and lower 40s. Here's a look at that in your 7-day forecast. Now 46 today with a chance of a shower this afternoon in Missoula. Again, the best chance is going to be tonight, then scattered showers in the morning, drier Wednesday. More rain moves in by Thursday. Kalispell, northwestern Montana, those showers are going to hit first this afternoon. Another chance tomorrow morning. We'll see dry Wednesday, highs in the 30s. Starting Thursday, Hamilton, we're going to stay dry all day today in southwestern Montana with those showers moving in tonight. Scattered showers tomorrow morning, and then again, rain and snow moves in by the end of the week.
Right, getting kind of used to all this active weather we've been seeing.
I know, it's been sticking with us for a while, which, like we just saw, really good for those ski resorts.
Yes, very good. All right, well, thanks, Lewis, and stick around. We'll be right back, but first, here are some birthday shout-outs for you this morning.